All right. What is up, guys? I'm a little late to the party. 7 minutes late, to be honest. Oh, it was a long morning, very, very long morning. Just members only on here. Live chat, members only. All right, 37 people in here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. How's everybody doing this morning? Everybody doing pretty good, I would imagine so. Get that out of here. Alrighty. 43 people in here, 8 likes. Make sure you guys hit that like button. I think today is going pretty well from the start. I mean, there's a lot of positions that are actually, moving. Doge is on a nice dip. That's good to know. I mean, too bad I bought yesterday, right? But still, that's good to know. I mean, I could buy in Weeble. Well, I don't even know if I could buy. I might be still restricted. Oh, I was gonna say, what? Not my account. What is going on here? That's my account. It's $0. Dom could go over $1. I want it to go well over $1. That's the way that it needs to go. I mean, it's moving pretty well. For some reason, all my positions are not showing up. Yeah, I hope it does. Hope it does go over $1. That would be great. Ooh, that was a long morning today. Let's go through some stuff here. Let's see what's happening in the markets today. So AMC is up almost 1%. I think it was up 1% yesterday. Would like to get over the up 5% yesterday. I meant over the after hours market, but up a total of 1% in the pre-market, up to $9.91 of a high. That's pretty good. Right now down to $9.86, but we would like to get over $10. We need to make those moves. We shouldn't be making these small moves with AMC. It should be a lot bigger. Cost is down. Would like to see that increase heavily. Yesterday it had a pretty large increase towards the end of the day, which I was excited about, but I'm still holding at $23. So this is something that needs to move. Rocket's up 1%. Fubo TV's up to $20.30. I'm holding at $20.96. So there's a lot of good looks there. Let me do a full screen. How you guys doing? Let's move this over here. Boom. All right, now let's go to low box again. Thoughts on BWA for a long-term hold versus a day trade. Long-term hold versus a day trade. Well, over the last day, you probably could have had a really decent day trade from it. Just really, as everything was really positive, it did not have any type of fall, right? It looks like the way that it's moving, no dips at all. It's moving like an ETF over this day. So that's definitely a great bet. You could get a decent day trade out of it. But let's look at the last 5 days here. Yeah, there's a number of days to where you don't really see too many dips at all besides the morning. And if you actually see a pretty decent dip down to 48, you can sell somewhere around 49. That would be a decent day trade. But the only thing is it doesn't give you really that much room for error. That ends up being an issue, a problem. But with a lot of growth that you are seeing over the last however many days, it does see that you can be able to get a day trade out of it. Even some of these lower days, you can get a pretty decent day trade. However, this does look like something that is growing, over time. So up to 50 for the last 7 days, you're going to see that grow. Let's look at it year to date. Yeah, from this point all the way back in March of 2020, you could see that long-term growth that it does have. The problem that you do see is you start to get up to new highs. And once you get close to this point, it looks like it fights back a little bit. Did break previous highs there. So where's the next level? It really doesn't show the full next level. So let's look at even further back. If we were looking at a long-term hold, we can definitely say that we could see a pickup to $58. But for a super long-term hold, you would need to see a lot of the news behind it to say that this would increase quite a bit, because a lot of times with positions like this, you want something that does have a dividend. So if it does have a dividend, that's definitely a great bet. The only issue that I would have with it is you're starting to get, like, you're way past the halfway point to get to that point to where it would have that strong resistance. So long-term hold would be good because it has a dividend. No matter what, you would get something out of it. However, if you're looking for a long-term gain in the position, you might only get to a point to where you get to $50 or $60, and by the time you sell it long-term, as in a few years, it might end up coming back down to maybe this low of $27. So you might lose money on the gains, but then make money on the dividend. So you might end up breaking even if that's the case for a long-term hold. Now, if you're looking for a year, I would say a year will probably be something good. If you look at the movement, this 2018 all the way until January 2018, all the way until where to get to the low at? I guess September of 2019. So you got quite a distance in order to make that move down. So when it does increase, I would say over a year, if you're looking for a long-term hold, it wouldn't be bad. But just be aware that it is closer to the high than it is the bottom. So if you're looking for a gain long-term, it's tough to take in. Good morning, Ghost. Good morning, Frank. Good morning, Mary, Steve, Space Coast. Another green day so far. Another green day. Just know that the pre-market doesn't really tell you everything. I hope that it continues on a green day. I just want to make sure everybody takes this green day with a grain of salt, because we've seen Mavis was just up 10% this morning, I believe. I believe it was up 10%. Yeah, I think so. 10% this morning. Let me go back to one day. Yeah, it was just up to 1380, and now it dropped down to 1331. Good morning from Colorado. Good morning, William. Good morning, Cage. Doge down, but AMC looking good. Yeah, AMC is looking pretty good, 1%. We would like to see them look a little bit better than that. Just a lot of movement. That's what we need. Let's look at the crypto here. So Doge is down to 26 cents. That's pretty big, getting that down there. Yeah, I wish I put more money into Robinhood, but I didn't. So that's that. Either way, I'm holding more. Want to see that get up to 40 again. Make some swings out of that in Robinhood. But yeah, Ethereum's up as well. Wow. Ethereum's up quite a bit, back up to 2,500. That's crazy. It got to a high of 2,575. This is making a huge move. love what Ethereum's doing, but I just want to pick the right moment to get in, and even to the point to where I couldn't even buy when it was down at these moments. You know, I don't have buying power. It won't let me do it. Thank you, Diamond, for becoming a member. You know, Matt, what do you think about NCLH? Have you done any research on it? I always like to know if somebody did any type of research. Because if you do research on it and do your little due diligence, obviously, then you have more to add to the conversation. Because what do I think of this position? Over the last day, it's grown quite a bit, 10% up over the last day. You could see 26 to 29. This looks familiar. This looks familiar. Anyways, 26 to 29, you did see some increases there. You can get a pretty decent day trade out of it. I love the movement here. Over 3 months, I love this movement because it's really volatile. If I was looking at it for a swing trade, I would definitely say, you know, anytime close to these lows, you know that you have the potential to push to those highs. These lows at $24 can really push up to, you know, 33 or so. Obviously, you want to find where it's resisting from. It looks like it's not finding a firm resistance. However, you do see the volatility here, the movement here, the high to low, where you can, you know, buy low, sell high. So it looks like a good position that you can get for a swing trade. Right now, you've seen this increase a lot compared to, you know, where it was. So it hit actually a pretty hard support here. And then bounce back, being oversold at this point. So right now you're getting close to being at the point to where you're chasing the position on the way up, which would suck because right now you're sitting at $29 when the low could have been 25, so you missed out on a huge opportunity. Let's look at long term, see if we can find something longer term. Longer term from $7, you can see the growth that it does have from $7 all the way up to, you know, $20 or $30 at a high, I believe $34 at a high there. But that massive drop off really gets me worried. Why did it not have any strength at this point? That would be definitely tricky. However, with everything that happened in between, I would be comfortable with getting a decent swing trade out of this. Good morning. Been busy with a day job. Congratulations on a 100K reward. You have a good show. Keep up the good work. Thank you for saying that. We have 223 people in here, guys. Make sure you hit the like button. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that a lot. I'm planning on buying it. Yeah, I mean, it looks decent. You know, it depends what you're planning on doing with it. You know, short term, long term, that's really what you need to figure out. You're up 3K on ETH. Yeah, I wanted to get in there, but geez, I couldn't because I'm still restricted, I think. I don't know what's going on with my account balance. I don't have any stocks in here. What's going on with this? What? Okay. So apparently, right? Apparently, that's wrong. That is absolutely wrong. I moved all my money from Fidelity over to Webull. However, it moved everything from Webull over to Fidelity. What in the world is going on here? Well, okay. Okay here. All right. So that's a problem. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Now I have to move that. That sucks. What the heck? That's so funny. Um, I got a clear picture that I got a pretty picture. I might move up 40 plus, to be honest, in like a year. Man, I can't believe don't hold ETH. I would like to, but I had restrictions in this account, and now there's no money in this account. It's all infidelity. That's funny. I transferred money. I transferred everything over to move from my individual account to another account here. Make no sense. You know? Ugh. Like I physically put the two, put the from, I put the from Fidelity and to Webull. I don't understand how it reversed it. Uh, do you think new SEC rules this season is why we're seeing a lot of green in the market? Oh, unless shorting from hedges, maybe. They can't short forever. Do you think ZOM is breaking down a downward channel? Where's ZOM at? It's bothering me now. I can't click on my names down here. I have to physically find them over here. ZOM has been in a downward channel for a while. If you're looking at it over the 10,000 foot view, if you're looking at it here, let me see. Actually, yes. Right now, I would say yes. It's very spotty at times. You're not really seeing true candlesticks, but ultimately, it does look like it's creating a downward channel. You see the 15 moving average creep down to the 200 EMA. To where it's going to probably cross over, create or indicate a downward, spiral there, but might still see a recovery. It looks like it has a lot of strength around that 83 cent mark. So we need to continue to see good things here, but we're seeing it, push down a lot. From what I was seeing, ZOM is actually being shorted quite a bit, and I understand why. I mean, they're a position that was recently like literally tens of cents, right? Even less than that, and then all of a sudden they bounced up, and now as it starts to decrease, it starts to get shorted so that people make money on the way down. I understand what they're coming from. I opened a trust wallet yesterday and I bought BTC and SafeMoon. I have absolutely no idea how to ever cash out if I need to. How do you turn those back into cash? So for Bitcoin, it's much easier. You know, you can transfer that directly to I believe your crypto.com, I believe. Basically going the opposite direction, however you did it. For SafeMoon, you have to go through the complicated steps of reversing it. However, if they add it to an exchange, by the time it's really takes off, and they add it to another exchange, you'll be able to do it in an easier manner. But right now, you'll just have to reverse the steps that you did. So basically, convert it back into BNB, or convert it back into Smart Chain, back into BNB. Transfer that BNB back to KuCoin. KuCoin goes to crypto.com. Seems like they're stock blocking you. It was more of a so what the issue was. I made 4 day trades, and it like blocked me out. Didn't allow me to do any more day trades, but also didn't allow me to trade or sell or buy a position. So it seems like their stock. Okay, skills went up 35% yesterday. And it's up 12% pre-market. Is that what this is? Yeah, skills. Yeah, you're right. It's up a lot. For what reason? I think I got word of this yesterday in the pre-market. That's really the only time I can get word of it, because, well, people tell me about things in the Discord group while I'm working. However, it did go up quite a bit. At this point, it would be chasing it. Are you looking for that to continually increase? What's the potential over the next? I mean, it does have a lot of potential, right? It does have a ton of potential to get back up to that point. Was that just, yeah, that was just a large increase from $10 all the way up to $46 and then fell back down. So it does have the potential to continue to grow. However, it's going to have a lot of test points to get through. Even some of these, support levels. SafeMoon is indeed a scam. Be careful, folks. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, it's tough to see something, as a scam, just because of all the things that were listed as a scam, more of the boy who cried wolf type of thing. They say Bitcoin is a scam. Some people do scam people for Bitcoin. They also said that Dogecoin was a scam, and it's obviously increasing. People are making money. Maybe it is in the end, because you do have 20%. I believe 28% of people, 28% of the Dogecoin are held by like 4 people or something. So maybe in the end, however, people can make money from the start, and you always want to find a way to get in early. And when you do get in early, a lot of people will say that may be a scam, and who knows, it may be, right? But with all the hype around it, I mean, I think you can easily make some money from the growth of certain positions. So I agree with you. That's why it's not wise to basically like say, oh, you know what, I'm risking the whole boat and I'm putting $30,000 on SafeMoon. No, that's not what it's about. I'm saying you want to find a way to at least get in early, and if you get in early, then with a small amount, it's equal to having a larger amount when it does end up taking off, if it does take off. Initial saying Moon is a scam. Haven't seen any proof. Yeah, see, that's what. Yeah, that's where I'm just like, all right, well, you haven't seen proof that it is, but you don't want to put everything in there. So I always like to be the voice of reason. You don't want to put everything into one spot, no matter what, what you think could happen. You could possibly double your money, and then end up, moving it, or you could let it sit there if you have a little bit and just let it, ride out. But yeah, I've seen a bunch of comments on there. I didn't get a lot of dislikes, so it wasn't something where everybody was like, oh, it's a scam. There were a lot of people that are interested in at least making a move into the position, whether it's $20 or $100. But I don't ever see anybody that's like, oh, I bought $1,000 worth. There was somebody that was like, I have 600 million Safe Moon, which would at that point would probably be equal to somewhere around, I think it has to be like $500 or so. But I don't ever see anybody that's like, oh, I'm investing thousands of dollars into this position. So that's really what I wanted to say. We have 449 people in here. Make sure you guys hit that like button, get it up to 200 likes. Yeah. Let's be real, Safe Moon probably is some scheme or pyramid thing. Make your profit and get out. Yeah, you never really know. You never really know. A lot of times things are created because of that. You never really know if Doge is, if Safe Moon is, if whatever is. So you always want to be wary of that. Don't put all your money into something that was created by somebody else. It could be big, but don't put everything that you have in there. You could lose everything that you have by doing that. It's having that high risk. Yes, I'm creating, putting $100 here. It's high risk for that $100. However, I've lost $100 previously. I've gained $100 back. It's $100. So with the risk of $100 to potentially be, worth millions if possible, like if that ends up getting enough hype to get to $1, right? Yes, people will sell off, but if it gets to $1 and I have 15 million shares or 15 million coins, that's $15 million. So it's high risk, or technically it's low risk. I'm only risking $100, but high risk for that 100 to gain a high reward. I mean, it's not, somebody was like, oh, is it gambling? Is this a gambling channel? And no, I'm just trying to weigh options to see what's the best opportunity. It's obviously a known fact that a lot of people get into certain cryptocurrencies at the lowest level and then eventually grow that cryptocurrency to, even to, 50 cents or a penny or whatever. And that could equal to hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars. And that's just a simple way of looking at crypto. Now, when it comes to investing, that's a different story. When it comes to trading, that's a different story. You know what I mean? You have really low risk there. It's less risk than me going into Fidelity or Webull and trading something that's backfiring on me. Like right now, I'm down on ZOM and I can't even tell how much I'm down. I think it won't even give me the initial investment since it moved it. I know what my cost bases are, luckily. At least I can make some trades over there though, and day trades at that. The only thing is that I don't like the Fidelity platform anymore. I'm not used to it. But yeah, it looks like everything got moved over to Fidelity here. Is that going to tell me how many shares I have? Oh, there we go. What's the M on here? This was a move. All right. So yeah, if we look over here, everything got moved over to Fidelity here. Everything got moved over to Fidelity. So now we have to, well, one, I can easily sell what I needed to sell for AR, ADT. But yeah, I have about $8,000 that's sitting there now that I can actually trade with. Azam, the only thing, it just sucks. I wanted to do everything in Webull. I gotta find a way to transfer that, because that's what I set up in the first place, and it just transferred my account from Webull over to Fidelity. That's dumb. We have Ride. I know my cost basis there. It's not telling me any of my cost bases for the places that move. So I know that some of these cost bases are $9.30 for AMC. For Fubo TV is $20.96. Cost is at $23.54 or so. Ride is at $11.86. RMO is at $11.40. So that's pretty low where it's at. SOS, I know that's at $4.84. And yeah, I mean, they have a good interface. It's just ridiculous. ZOM I know is at $1, and wash basis is $1.51, $1.50. So we want to see that get up to that point, if not a lot higher. But yeah, want to see some movement there. I know I'm down about $1,000, $1,000+ there. But yeah, like that, like what I was saying, like SafeMoon is something that you can look at and say, okay, I'm losing $1,000+, you know, in all of these positions, not in every single position, but like all of them combined. And you know, what would be a good option here? So SafeMoon is not bad. Let me see. SafeMoon is a scam, maybe, but Dogecoin was a joke at one point. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. $100 is worth the risk. That's what I'm saying. It's not something where I'm gambling. I'm literally finding a great opportunity that everybody calls, you know, a scam. You know, there's let's go back to what the stocks are doing. Everybody may call things a scam, and that's how you kind of know. Like, I was watching a video where they were like, yeah, every investment that I've went into, people were telling me not to do it, that, you know, it's horrible and that you will not make money. And every time I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna go into this. And he went into it and he made a ton of money from it. So all of those times where people were just trying to say, hey, you know what, I know more than you, don't get into this position. He got into that position and made a ton out of it, and didn't rub it in their face, obviously, until this point. But, you know, and still didn't kind of rub it in their face because he didn't, you know, call them out by name. How do you say that name? Is it Tikhon? Tikhon? Hopefully I'm saying that right. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that a lot. Anybody wants to become a member, it's 99 cents to participate in the chat every single morning. I mean, I live stream every morning, sometimes on the weekends as well, if you want to just talk about things, especially with like cryptocurrency, if we are going to talk about cryptocurrency. But right now we're seeing a lot of things that are green. Love to see the things that are green. Obviously I want you know, SOS to make a move up. Need that to push up to $4.84. I think I'm gonna have to go get my other computer because Yeah, I mean, I have to trade with Active Trader Pro, and I can't download Active Trader Pro in here. Ethereum Classic pop 15%. That's really good. Don't get greedy. Yeah, I'm not gonna get greedy. I'm gonna put uh, I got a certain price target that I would like to get to. If it gets to 1 cent, obviously that's a huge gain there. But you know, if it gets to $1, I don't know what the potential is of this position, if it could really be pushed. But when was Dogecoin created? I know all of the hype is now. I don't expect it to do everything this year. I'm gonna just let it sit there, and if it gains hype, then it gains hype. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. I'll continue to add to different cryptocurrencies as I go along. But right now, holding on to SafeMoon, and I understand how difficult it is to get it. The more difficult it is, right? It kind of simulates like, you know, mining your own, because it's extremely difficult, right? So, or not extremely difficult. I made it a little easy with my walkthrough, but you have to go through multiple steps in order to actually get it. Multiple transfers, all of that stuff. It makes it seem like it is well worth it with just the work that you put into it. Look at Ethereum Classic. I did see Ethereum Classic. What is it? It's ETHC? Is that what it is? Ethereum. Let me just type it in. EUM. Ethereum Classic. Yeah, Ethereum Classic's up 14.26%. So it's definitely moving, right? You can see some really good moves there. Not gonna lie, but Ethereum itself, I mean, look at this. Look at this. $2,574. Like, that's crazy. I would have loved to get in there lower. However, I couldn't make the move. On my Fidelity account, it says the stock margin. It says by the stock margin. Are you trading on margin? I don't know what you're getting at here. It says by the stock margin. You traded that stock on margin. Did you have any left in your account? You know, if you have the ability to trade on margin and you didn't have any money left in your account, or you went over on your account balance, then you'll trade whatever's over on margin. AMC gonna hit $10 pre-market. I hope you're right. We need that. We need that. It went up to $9.91, I believe. Oh, it did. It's up at $10. I didn't even see that. But yeah, 10.05. Anyone get into Elongate? No, I didn't. I didn't even look into it. Thank you, Hard-Headed, for becoming a member. SafeMoon dipped because of BNB availability. Yeah, it's very tough to get that. So you have to go like, you know, a different method in order to do it. That's why I had to set that up, because people were like, why couldn't you just buy BNB on, you know, crypto.com and transfer it to Trust Wallet? Well, you can buy it, but you can't transfer it. I've had trouble transferring BNB out, but ETH, very easy to transfer. So I can transfer that to KuCoin. I can change that to BNB, and then from KuCoin, you can change that or transfer it to Trust Wallet. So that's the reason. Yes, you're right. Once you get the availability to buy it, there's definitely a lot of popularity. Like, people are getting thousands, like tens and hundreds of thousands of views just on that alone. I hate to seem elementary with my question, but does it mean when what does it mean when the volume of a certain stock is extremely low? Then all of a sudden, within minutes, it's back way up. I'm using Webull as well. So if you're saying like when volume is really low in the day, so like say if we have volume that's starting out extremely low and then all of a sudden the volume starts to increase, it means at that time people really started to buy the position or sell the position. So you're going to see an influx of volume, whether it is a red candlestick or green candlestick. If the volume's extremely low and then all of a sudden in the middle of the day for something like cost, right? The volume was extremely low. It still was pretty low, but the volume was extremely low and then all of a sudden, picked up. People got into this over, past lunchtime and they started to see this as an opportunity to buy. Also, you've probably seen a massive amount of, shorted positions that decided to, cover their shorts. So it can mean anything at that point. All you know is that the volume is high, but you don't know what the volume is for. Obviously, if you see a large green candlestick, it's a lot of buying pressure. That would mainly mean what that is. I'm kind of struggling with what you're truly getting at there, but it's not an elementary question. I mean, it's valid. I understand exactly where you're coming from, because with something like costs, it can hit out of nowhere and then people could say, oh, you know what, it's flat, and then sell, and then all of a sudden, boom, you have that increase. You can't really predict that that's going to happen. That's the same thing that happened with GME. It went through the whole entire day and then it got to the last hour and then jumped 50%, and it was like, what in the world? And it was because they decided to wait till the end of the day as people start to get a little bit tired of holding the position towards the end of the day, and that's what they do. If you support a scam, then it will create a lot of bag holders down the line. Big profits for founders. Yeah, I guess you're right. But the only thing is that no matter what, any stock will do the same thing. So let's say GME increases to $500. How did it increase to $500? Because it had to go from 400 to 500. It had to go from 490 to 500. Now the people that are at 500 are all selling off, right? It ends up decreasing a lot. However, the people that just bought in at $500, what happens to them? They lost everything that they owned, at least half of it, as it does go down. Hopefully they have some sort of a stop loss. That would be great. But they lost so much by getting in at that point. So no matter what, everything is like that. You just need to find a way for, one, you to make money. Also, for as many people, many retail traders to make money as possible. Founders, yes, they will find a way to sell whenever they sell. And if they sell a big portion, the stock price starts to decrease, or the price of the crypto starts to decrease. However, everything is set up that way. You're not going to have everybody that wins. You want to have the vast majority of retail traders win instead of founders, but it's still something that will happen, and it's not something that I'm going to continue to just support out there. If people want to hear about it, then they can hear about it. If they don't want to hear about it, then I'm not going to say anything about it. It's just going to sit there. So I'm not buying anymore. I'm letting it sit there. I have, I think I basically had a whole like $200 worth of BNB in order to see how many fees were going to be involved. But it seemed like there was not many fees in my method. In the first method, to where you would go to crypto.com and buy BNB and transfer it to Trust Wallet. Once you transfer it to Trust Wallet, they take basically, if let's say you get 0.2 BNB, they're going to take half of that. They take 0.1, which is equal to about $50. So that's huge. However, ETH, transferring that over to KuCoin, is basically like 0.01, which is equivalent of like, I don't know, like $10 or something. So I'm not gonna promote it. I'm just gonna, talk about it if people do want to talk about it. Let's see. Someone said Ethereum Classic. I was looking at Ethereum Classic. And it was up, what was it? It was up 15%. It definitely makes some moves over the last day. Definitely had some pretty decent moves there. I'm all for it, and it will be on my radar. However, Ethereum is going through the roof. Check Fintel numbers on AMC. What is happening with Fintel? That's a good point. I haven't checked it this morning. So the short volume is actually down. Short volume is actually down a little bit because we did see that increase yesterday. So a lot of buying power. We had 23 million volume, which is not really that high. 5.7 million short volume, 24%. We have 0 short shares available, and the short borrow fee rate is NA right now. It'll probably update soon, but right now it's NA. I believe that was going down, but then I did see it go up a little bit. So we'll see where it's actually at. Bridge will start on May together. Also with the bridge to original Doge launch. Interesting. Bridge will start on May together with NFT. Interesting. That's very interesting. AMC to $10 in the pre-market. Yes, it is at. I think it's over $10. Well over $10 now. Should be. Hopefully it continues on that route. Yeah, currently at $10 exactly. Seeing a lot of good movement here. A lot of good movement here. I need Fubo TV to make a move. I'm holding them at $20.90 something cents, so I'm gonna need that to increase to like $25 or so. Take out some profit there, move on. SOS is making a pretty decent move up. We need to see more out of that. Would like to get to $6, and that's not a tall task. I would like to see that get to $6 so I can profit quite a bit out of that. Let's see what else. ZOM, we're up 8% here, 8.4%. We're seeing that move, that comeback. It bounced off the 200 EMA, which is definitely a great sign, and starting to push up. Hopefully we can get over $1 today and make some more moves for Friday. Got to bring you up on YouTube in the background at work. That's awesome. Hopefully you don't get in trouble. Yeah, I used to listen to some of my favorite streamers while I was in the office. It always calmed me down. We have 743 people in here, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. It does help me out before Trey and Matt and everybody starts to go live and everybody ends up leaving here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. It does help out my channel a ton. That's all I ask when you are in here. Thank you, Jason, for the super chat, though. I appreciate that a lot. Elongate is the same process to buy as Moon. It's just newer to possibly a good point to buy, but your DT. I only copied 1 million shares. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. I mean, there's a lot of different things that can be created. Obviously, you want to go with something that has the most hype and most potential, because you can make a decent amount from it. And if you lose $20 out of what you could, because if I invest, let's say $20 into Safe Moon or whatever, I would still come out with millions basically. Thoughts on calls on FSR today? It had a big run yesterday. One, I'm not a person to talk about options, but we will look at FSR. It did have a big run yesterday, and now you're seeing it down 10%. So the increase was 17%. The decrease is down to 10%. So the thing that I like to point out is anytime you see an increase, let's say 17%, and you see a decrease, that decrease is going to be, the percentage is going to be worth a lot more because of the fact that the percentage comes off the top number. So right now you see that down to $13.58, which is down to basically where the low, or close to the lowest point where it was. What did it open yesterday at? $13.48. So right now it's at $13.65. Pretty much lost all of its gains from yesterday. So this position doesn't look strong where it was holding. I don't know why it had that large increase. Maybe just because people wanted to pump it up to $15 and 28 cents. So I can't tell you too much about options. I'm not an options person. There's an options expert in our Discord group, literally runs the options channel of my Discord group, and I appreciate that. Tommy Roth, I appreciate that a lot if you are watching. But yeah, if you want to get options questions answered, he's the best guy for the job. But I can tell you that the way that this is moving, it's fallen pretty heavily, down quite a bit from that large movement that we have seen. Maybe it wasn't worth that movement. The only thing is that you do see the potential. It's just there's not much fight. The only fight that you really see in this downward trend from $24 all the way down to $12 is this mark right here. A little bit of fight right there. So thank you, Jacob, for becoming a member. Let's see. BNB to Trust Wallet on Smart Chain cost me 0.0005 to send. BNB to Trust Wallet on Smart Chain. That's interesting. You went from Binance. You went Binance.us. Is that where you were going with? That wasn't really working as well. If they did change that, I know they were looking to add it, right? So a lot of good movement except Doge, at least for me. Yeah, it's not the best movement for me when it comes to Doge. I'm sitting at a cost basis of 12 cents, so I'm still up. It's just I'm down on my last purchase, which was like 30 cents or somewhere around 29 cents. So yeah, I mean, Doge is down, but we're gonna continue to hold. I actually have more in Doge than I do in SafeMoon. So Fubo TV is really making a move. You got MVIS that's making a move as well. We need to get back above 14. And Ride needs to make its move on the way up, because this has, fell quite a bit. And I didn't think that it was going to pass this 12.80 mark. I thought it was going to, skyrocket after that and retest multiple areas. However, it dropped to $8.80. I could, triple and double and quadruple down if I wanted to, but we'll see. Does anyone know what platforms you can trade? I don't know where you can trade. I want to say it's Solana. A lot of good movement. Okay, I already read that. No, it's so loud. I can barely hear you at my desk. That's funny. Good morning, Matt. If AMC goes to $20 per share and my account goes over 25K, can I buy back into AMC ASAP without getting a good faith violation? Since now I have 25K. If I were a day trader, you should be able to do it. Yeah, depends what account you have. It depends what their rules and restrictions are. So typically, if you sell or if you sell AMC at 25 and you're over 25K, or at 20 and you're over 25K, yes, you can get back in the same day. But I believe you have to have a margin account in order to do that, because you want to trade with settled funds. You can actually buy back in. I think the problem that I had with Fidelity before is, trading on unsettled funds, you can't sell it, and then you start to get those warnings and stuff from Fidelity. But you should be able to, buy back in after you sold 25K. So like, say if you get there, you have over 25K in your account, you sold all of your position. Now you can make a move back in there if it does decrease in that same day. However, if you're going to see that large of an increase, you're probably not going to see that decrease in the same day, to tell you the truth. So you're probably going to end up waiting until the next day to get back in at a certain point. Now, what I would look at is, for me, obviously to sell a portion of it for a large gain to basically secure profits. And then when it does get lower, if and when it does get lower, then you buy back in. And I mean lower, like back down to $9 or $10 or so, then you get back in. You know, that's where I would look at it, because all of these times where it got up to 12, 14, 17, however many dollars, you could have made a ton of money, or I could have made a ton of money from it. However, a lot of people don't like when I talk about day trading AMC. I have Fidelity too, and it's confusing. Matt, thanks for the Safe Moon info video. Way to keep us informed. Yeah, no problem. I mean, that's what I'm here for, is just to give you the information that I have, and whether you take it as great information, or I shouldn't be preaching this type of information, then it's great for you to feel that way. I'm okay with it. I will continue to try and educate people, and I appreciate people that appreciate my content. So the good thing about that is it didn't get a ton of dislikes, which you did see a lot of comments maybe saying, hey, how do you know this is not a scam? What research did you really do? And the thing I expected when I did see those comments was 5,000 people watched it, and I expected a pretty decent amount of dislikes, but we didn't. We only seen a little bit of dislikes. So that means that people did appreciate the information, and don't think that it's more scamish than anything. There's a lot of people that are really interested in this. So no problem. What are your thoughts? Where is that? What are your thoughts on Litecoin? I actually don't have any thoughts on Litecoin. I've seen it preached multiple times. I think it's pretty expensive at this point. If I was going to go into a cryptocurrency, I would go to something that's moving a lot more. So for things that are well established and moving at a normal rate of crypto, I would say I would just end up going into partial portions of Ethereum or Bitcoin or whatever. But Litecoin, I've seen it talked about multiple times. I've seen it on exchanges, so I don't really have any true thoughts on it. I don't know what the cap is on that, if there is a cap. But yeah, fast transactions and low fees. It's good to know. Rachel, I opened it just in case Robinhood locks me out. Yeah, that's smart. To open up multiple platforms, having Fidelity, having Robinhood. I would probably open up I know some people don't like Webull, but I would probably open up a Webull account, maybe just something else as well, because sometimes Fidelity can be weird and Robinhood can be weird, and you always want to have multiple options. However, you don't want to have all of your money, like you don't want to split your money evenly. You want to have little pieces of money so that you can invest in something over here just in case something happens. But that's really once you get to an account that's over 25K, you really only need to have like 30K in that account. So you keep about 30K in the account, do your day trades and swing trades that you need to do, and the rest of the money can go into different accounts. And you may let it sit there, or go into dividends or whatever you wanted to go into, just to let it gain something. But yeah, I think you should probably have multiple accounts. It's always great. Today's chat is pretty good. It seems like it's constantly moving. We have 866 people in here, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button. It does help out the channel a ton. Also, if you guys want to join as a member, it's right next to the subscribe button. I love to have these members only chats because it makes it move, makes it better. Even though when the chats are open, it continuously moves. The chat continuously moves, and a lot of comments are missed. So I'm trying to get to every comment, and even if I'm struggling getting to these comments, I would be struggling a lot more getting to some other comments there. So I think members only chats are huge. Shout out Tommy. Yep, he's got his own channel over there in the Discord group. Let me see, steady climber. Sometimes it's good to go out on a limb. If you can predict the hype before it begins, you can buy in at the lowest of the lows. Exactly. That's exactly where I'm coming from. If you look at a certain situation as a potential large gain for you, or for anybody else, say what you have to say. If people believe you, then they believe you. If they're with you, then they're with you. If they're not with you, then it's okay as well. There's people that won't believe in certain situations, and I'm not saying that I'm preaching, oh, this is the next best thing. And I've said that in the video. Like, it's not the next best thing. Nobody really knows that, especially when it's created based on hype and continued to grow based on hype. But yeah, Mecca's saying right, but then you have to sell it when it spikes. Yeah, well, who knows where that spike is? Like, a lot of people thought that the spike of Bitcoin was probably at like $8 or something. I've seen a couple of posts where they're like, I had Bitcoin at this price and now it would be worth 107 million or 100 million or 50 million. And that's crazy to look at because people didn't know where that actual spike was. If they held onto their Bitcoin and just let it sit there without being a little greedy, but the only thing, like, this is where it ends up being tricky for something that has potential to grow so much, right? It's either like, grow a lot or kind of fail, right? For something that has potential to grow that much, you let it sit there. However, with the stocks that we look at every day, you don't want to be greedy. So this is where there's that disconnect between day trading, swing trading, and, crypto investing, long-term investing, those type of things. So that's the way that I look at it. Is it's tough to differentiate the two because you always have that short-term mindset, but you have to turn that off. Like today, I haven't even looked at what SafeCoin or SafeMoon is at. I keep calling it SafeCoin. SafeMoon is at. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do with every crypto that I buy, is just let it sit there unless I'm going to actively buy into it. Besides like Dogecoin. For Dogecoin, I want to grow that Robinhood account to a couple $1,000s and put it into certain crypto, because that would be great. If I can grow it off of Dogecoin and then put it into Ethereum, that would be awesome. Because I do think Ethereum could get to like $10,000 easily. We have 900 people in here, guys. Hit that like button. We should be at like 400 likes. That's all I ask. Is it just me, or does Matt get so quiet at times? You check your internet connection. I didn't know that, but that's funny. That's hilarious. Is it Lady Chili? Is that how you say that? Thank you for becoming a member. I hear Binance US is wonky. Yeah, I've heard the same. Before they decided to add anything anywhere, I haven't checked it. I still go with my method because it is a cheaper option. It doesn't cost you basically anything to send the Ethereum to, KuCoin, and then the KuCoin transfer is pretty easy as well. Slight fees, but really nothing to complain about. Who do you guys suggest to watch and learn about options? I think Matt Kors is really good at options. I don't know if he gives like a full explanation with options. I believe Meet Kevin is great at options, but I don't think he goes through like a whole course. JJ Buckner also talks about options, the beginnings, like how to start with options and everything like that. He has a bunch of videos on there. So if you want to check his channel out as well, I've seen some stuff from him. And then if you want to join the Discord group, Tommy Roth is amazing with options from what I've seen. A lot of it goes over my head and I'm starting to really get into it, but yeah, shout out to him. Justin, what platform has SafeMoon? Trust Wallet. So if you go to, I have a previous video that I made, how to buy SafeMoon, if you want to check it out. Maybe put, I don't know, $10 in there if you wanted to. I don't think you can. I think you have to transfer a certain amount. I think you have to transfer like 100. If you want to only put like I don't know, $10 worth into SafeMoon, then you can always do that. That's still a significant amount of shares or coins. Bought AK and Doge at 28 cents, was trying to stay up. bought 8K dollars or 8K shares, 8K shares of Doge at 28 cents. I tried to buy the dip, but yeah, that sucks. Where's that now? Let's see, where's that now? 26 cents. So yeah, it's definitely dipping, right? I would like to buy it, but now as you see, I don't have any money in here. There's no money in this account. Everything was moved out. Everything's in Fidelity. So I'm gonna have to open up my laptop soon. I'll probably go upstairs and get my laptop. I usually have it here, but you know, my wife uses it, so. AMC is pushing. Oh wow, I'm missing something then. AMC did get to $10.11. Let's see what the high it got to for the pre-market. It got to $10.12. Wow, a lot of things are making moves today, and I like this. I like a lot of the green because we were due for this green. The problem is that we're getting back to break-even points for a lot of people, rather than, you know, getting to you know, any of the high points or getting to profitable areas. Like I know where my cost bases are, luckily, but still, like ZOM is up 8.9%, up to 90 cents, got to a high of 92 cents. That's pretty good. We want to continue to see that grow. We don't want to see it fall in the beginning of the day, which is probably what's going to happen. LTC is my OG boo, bought in at 30 cents. That's awesome. Where is LTC at? Litecoin. Is it Litecoin? Whoops. Can I find that? There we go. Wow. So then you have a decent gain out of it. And I mean, it moves. It definitely moves. Let me add that to my, I haven't added it to crypto. Why can I not add it? Where is the add button? Oh, they actually give you the 52-week high? Yeah, I've been struggling to find the 52-week high on Webull. Let me go to Litecoin. Crypto. Boom. There we go. No, it should be there. All right, perfect. Just to look at that. And that's amazing that you got in at $30, let it sit there, make some moves on the way up. Yeah, I did answer your question. So yeah, Justin, hopefully you've seen that. I have a video. That you know, explains how to buy SafeMoon. Definitely go and check that out. Sorry guys. My name is Eric, going after the throat again. Yeah, that will not help you get answers. Easiest way, use Trust Wallet, buy BNB Smart Chain or normal BNB, and follow the video on how to use Pancake Swap to get SafeMoon. Yeah, I have an easy video on it if you wanted to go about that. Not many exchanges support it yet. That's what I'm saying. So once exchanges start to support it, you probably will see an influx in volume and have that price increase. That's why it's so difficult to get right now. But once it is available on a popular exchange, things will get real. We're almost at 1,000 viewers, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button. This is literally the peak that I've had in a while, and I know it's all going to probably be gone by the time once like 9 o'clock hits, because a lot of the like I think Trey starts on, Matt starts on, me, Kevin always does market opens at like 9:20. So I know that a lot of the volume or a lot of the viewers are gone, but I appreciate the fact that you're here. So make sure you hit that like button. Yeah. Is don't a good coin? I don't know what that is. Never heard of that. Not many exchanges support it. LOL. DNT3. I don't know what that is. The very easiest ways to Binance account get approved by them. They will have SafeMoon directly. Matt Kors has some option videos. He does. Yes. My boy Tommy. Did you buy more Doge? I did buy more Doge. I bought more at like 30 cents. And it went, I know it decreased right from there. But I'm still have a cost basis of 12 cents either way. I knew the dip was somewhere around here. I just was hoping it was going to get up to 40 before that dip so that I can sell that position and then get back in at a lower point. I'm in Doge heavy at 6 cents, but I still support it at these new levels. Yeah, I'm with you. Sorry, Matt, did you say Tommy who for options? Tommy Roth. He's part of the Discord group. So it's not, I don't think he has videos. I mean, he should at this point, but he's part of the Discord group. So if you wanted some really great information or your questions answered on options, I'm sure he can get you a lot of your questions answered in the Discord group. We have a whole channel set up for that. It is $5 of an initial payment through Patreon, but you don't have to pay $5 per month. So you can set up for that, but then before it gets to the second month, you can always cancel it. Or you can go to the $10 option and have all the extra videos on Patreon as well. Let's see. Why is this not? I need bigger text. I'm getting old here. I'm 30. Yeah, usually platforms show the 52-week high and low for a lot of positions. I just never seen it, Mecca. I've never seen it. You can right click on the chart and add it to watch list. Thank you for telling me that. That is a great time saver. That's awesome. I like that. I mean, it's easy to go up there and just click the star, but if it doesn't have the ability to do that, especially like here, I can't find where to click the star, but you can just go to, all right. That's amazing. I like to hear it. Thank you for that. You taught me something new today. Let's see, Tommy Roth here, but on Discord, he's at Tommy Roth. My crypto in order of weight: ETH, BT, BTC, ADA, Doge, LTC, XMR, and now eyeing THEA. That's great that you have a whole crypto setup, that you have everything ready to go there. That's amazing. Tommy Roth is loving this. AMC on fire this morning. Yeah, it's making some moves. I wouldn't say it's on fire. Oh wow, it's really, really cooking here. Up 4%. Fubo TV is up 3.7%. MVIS is up 7.8%. SOS is up 2%. It did decrease quite a bit, or a little bit, from that 446 mark. I would like that to continue to push up. Sorry, that was my ring. ZOM is up 8%. I need RMO to make some more moves. EBET is pretty good. Roblox is making a little bit of a move. Tesla made a better move yesterday, up 3%. That's pretty good. OCGN making a little bit of a move. Let's see. Anything else? A lot of green today. I like seeing this. Now, I hope that we don't have a complete reversal because it's definitely possible. There's a lot of green. However, all of this can be, reversed in an instant. So yeah. Morning. Good morning, Rachel. Doge is hurting. Doge is hurting. It's not looking great, but it's also looking like a dip to where a lot of people can buy. I'll be happy when AMC hits pre-2020 highs of 20 plus. Yeah, that's why I believe that it's not impossible for them to get up to 20. They should be up there. The problem is that they should be squeezing to 100. That's what they should be doing. Like, this overall situation we should be at a lot higher price target than where it's standing at $20. I'm standing for $20 as a gain because I see every time they get to a new high point, they end up decreasing quite a bit. I just bought ETH through Coinbase, my first crypto. When did you buy it? Did you buy it now? Because right now it's really, really high. I would probably wait for a dip. But either way, I mean, it's still an accomplishment because overall, or for the long haul, it's going to get to $5,000, $10,000 probably by the end of this year, easily. With all the hype around crypto, it's going to be pretty big. Yeah, congratulations, Ryan. I need 15 million like you. Yeah, I mean, it's only $100 at the moment. I haven't checked the price. I guess I have to now just to see what it would be. Yeah, I mean, it would be cheaper now. So if you put $100 in there, you would get a lot more. It actually went down a little bit. So instead of my $100 that I have in there, it's down to $81. But like I said, I'm going to let it sit there. I'm not going to continue to watch it. I know that I have 15 million coins. So I'll continue to hold that. My wife was like, I told my wife, I was like, I bought 15 million Safe Moon today. And she was like, 15 million? Like, how much money do you have? Like, she's probably thinking that it's like $1 each or something. So I was like, yeah, I bought 15 million. I was like, it only cost me $100 though. You're like, how does that make sense? How does something get lower than $1 or lower than a penny? Let's see. I'll get to that. I think I missed it. You picked a winner, ETH. Thanks, Diamond. Tommy gonna end up taking the day off and bask in the glory of YouTube chat. That's funny. Good morning, Lance. Change your mind real quick. I don't know what you're talking about. For me? Ethereum new high. Yep, it's moving. I know Ethereum is moving. Just so you know, I was listening to Mr. Coors, and you were on live, and love your DD/analysis, and that's how I got hooked on your channel. Well, that's amazing to hear. That's amazing to hear. You know, I like Matt Coors' channel. You know, keeps it light, and it sucked what he actually went through. You know, with like YouTube suspending or stopping his account, canceling it or closing it out, whatever you want to call it. It was pretty bad, but yeah, I watch some of his content. Sometimes I'll show up on his streams and comment and show my support in any way. I do it on everybody's, whether they're a small YouTuber, like I've done it on people that have only 1,000 subscribers, just to show support. It's just great to be able to create this community, create connections there, even though I don't do any type of interviews or things like that. Honestly, I've been going live chat for 24 hours, waiting for someone to tell me about Safe Moons, or tell me Safe Moon's coming back. Safe Moon's coming back? Like you're saying, like the decrease that we've seen recently is bad? or you're saying SafeMoon's coming back, because I know, what was it, released in March, so it's pretty fresh. Yeah, I'm like I said, I bought into it. I'm letting it sit there. Whatever happens, happens. If it grows to a massive amount, it grows to a massive amount. But it shows like all the potential it could have in order to increase very fast with the amount of people that are looking to buy it. If it can get to an exchange really quick, that's obviously, jumping past a bunch of steps, because, it took literally until this month for Webull to add it to their platform. So if we can get it on all of these platforms, then obviously you'll see a large uptick. But until then, you might just have people buying into it, trying to find ways to buy into it. It's moving now. Ethereum. Well, yeah, that new high of $2,595 is crazy. Like I said, I need to get in to Ethereum lower than that. Want to get into it at $2,000. But like I said, I didn't have the ability to buy at this point. It sucks, because I would have bought and that would have been up. But a lot of times when I have the chance to buy, it looks like Dogecoin is making a move up to 30 cents. Wow, that's moving a lot. Look at that. Look at Doge. I noticed lately green pre-market equals red by 10:30. There's a possibility that could be right, especially if they're shorting a lot of positions. Keeping my fingers crossed. Jonathan Elder, seriously, how much did you invest? Yeah, I would like to know as well. Did you invest a lot? I called yesterday red pre as green by 10:30. Yeah, that seems right. I mean, it moved that direction. We're seeing a little bit of a push here with Dogecoin, with a lot of positions actually. LTC is really making its move. Litecoin all day, right? Is that what it's about? I'll hold some Litecoin. I'll buy some Litecoin once it does hit a dip. Yeah, I'll do that. AMC Trending on Twitter. Can you check? I'm not a Twitter person, but I've just started to use Twitter a little bit more. Yeah, AMC Day is trending. Here we go. It's trending 4 on Twitter, AMC Day. I don't know what that's all about. 1 hour ago. Wow. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's see if this updated. Oh, we still have NA. All right. Well, yes, it is trending. We're seeing Doge make a move up to hopefully 30 cents. Here we go. We are seeing a push. We're seeing a pretty big push there. Pretty big move up to 29.30 cents. We're seeing AMC that's did decrease a little bit. Now it's really pushing above 30 cents, way above 30 cents. Let's go. Let's do this. Get to 31, get to 32. MVIS is up another 11%. Wow. Almost up to $14, which will bring my long-term investment to positive. So that's good. Wait, who said they dropped 1 billion? I dropped 1,500 in it a week ago. I have over 1 billion SafeMoon. 1 billion, Jesus. See, that's what I mean. technically, if $1 billion is equal to like sorry, not $1 billion. If 1 billion, sorry, $1,500 is equal to like maybe $150 for a normal person, then yeah, or unless you invested quite a bit of what you had into there. But that's a lot. 1 billion safe moon. That's huge. Steve J. I pulled out a lot, but I really wanted one more zero to disappear. Like just to invest like $100, $150. Yeah. What's the hype about SafeMoon? Why buy it? I consider it close to what a Doge or what Doge is doing. It's all about a hype coin, really, and hype coins tend to get a lot of backing. And if you can continue to, like, you add it to, like, if certain businesses pick it up and exchanges pick it up and all that stuff, you start seeing the hype around it, and you can kind of look at it as something similar to, let's say, an AMC or a GME that has a lot of hype behind it. The only thing that AMC and GME are missing, or SafeMoon is missing, is the fact that it's being heavily shorted. You know, AMC is being heavily shorted, GME is being heavily shorted, but SafeMoon is that hype position that I don't feel bad putting $100 on and letting it sit there. If it goes to zero, it goes to zero, but it does have that huge potential to go to $1. And something that just goes to $1 while you're holding 15 million coins is something that's pretty big, right? And that's just potential, right? We all know that there could be a lot of people that sell at a penny. There could be a lot of people that sell at, 10 cents. But if it goes to something like $1, or if it goes to 50 cents, if it gets to what Dogecoin gets to, right? I don't care if it increases a crazy amount after that, because then that's half of $15 million, and I can take that money and put it into somewhere else. Obviously, half the money is going to go to taxes, but I'm okay with that. That's still, a good chunk, $3.54 million. Jonathan, a nice gamble. It's a shame it went down. Yeah. I got my wife, told her I'll give her 1 million shares of SafeMoon if she takes over the lawn maintenance for a year. That's funny. Let's see, where were we at? I think I missed some stuff. Trying to get you everything, but I think I'm missing stuff. Trying to stay with what's happening in the stock market while reading the. It was one of those where boom. Wait, where is it at? Where was that? I felt like it was one of those where it could boom or bust. Just glad I took out some profits. Also split the coins among MetaMask, and I dropped in Bitmart ready to pull out. I just yeah. I just have a daughter. Wish I had 5. You're lucky. AMC day, yes. The new rule in place today, plus squeeze energy might be good for AMC. Yeah, it's gonna be huge. I mean, hopefully we can continue to see this volume, this movement. Like, you look at MVIS, and that's showing pretty decent volume, close to well, it's over a half a million, 500K. You're seeing pretty good volume there. What's up with AMC? You're seeing about 500K there. GME, you're seeing about 22K there. Not really a lot of movement. We didn't really have a positive day with GME yesterday. Just wait for that jump. GME jumps out of nowhere. So it doesn't have to show positivity for it to jump 50%, to tell you the truth, which doesn't make sense in total, but you get what I'm saying. Fubo TV, that's moving quite a bit, 155K. Need that to push up to it did get to 2080. That's close to where my break-even point is. We need to see a lot of movement here. Would like that to get to 25 before I can do something there. So thanks for always being here, Matt. I know it's hard juggling YouTube and having kids and a full-time job. Thanks for all you do for the community. Thank you for saying that. That means a lot, because it is very tough to do a lot of that, and all I ask is that you guys hit the like button, and a lot of you do it. So I appreciate that. And yeah, I mean, this community means a lot to me. If I could find a way to respond to you guys, all the time, if I didn't have a 9 to 5, it would be different. I could easily respond to you. I wouldn't stream all day. I would stream probably for half the day and be able to respond to you guys easily. So I just appreciate you all. Because without you guys, there would be no me. I wouldn't be at 100K subscribers. I wouldn't be, doing all of this. So, I mean, I still would be making videos. I just wouldn't be streaming as much or talking about stocks, which is something I love to talk about. I said in the past, I love to talk about stocks, but the videos just weren't getting views because a lot of my subscribers were into credit card content. So the fact that they were into that, I had to continue to do that. And I like doing credit card content. I love credit cards, but I love investing more. I like trading more. I have 447 million shares of SafeMoon in Bitmart. It is currently valued at $2,861. That's pretty good, right? You said you started with $1,500 worth. Maybe I missed something. We all get the short boot off our necks, just a little some stocks. Yeah, will fly. Sheesh. Two B&B. Could get a decent FOMO from Twitter. All we need is volume. What is everything? Everything is running. The state of that came into effect today. Yeah, I think we could definitely get a run off of what's going on with AMC Day. We're looking to push this as much as possible. The only thing is, like, we need to see that volume, and that's what people like Trey, like Matt, like every other person that's out there talking about AMC has been saying, is that we need to push the volume. We need to make sure this increases, because without that, there's no squeeze. So we need that. That's what I'm thinking. My SafeMoon shares keep growing, and I didn't buy more overnight. 20K new shares appeared. Well, that's weird, but it doesn't really. Actually, I think I'm right there with you, because when I did my video, let me see. When I did my video, I was at 15,109,000 SafeMoon, and now I'm at 15,227,000. So I grew like over 100,000 SafeMoon. So I'm right there with you. I don't know why that was. Are you talking about Moon or Doge? What's the ticker symbol for Moon? Anyone know? I think it's just SafeMoon. That's how you look it up. It's literally just SafeMoon. But what's Doge doing right now? AMC's falling. Look at that. It's falling right now. It is recovering a little bit. Let's see if we can stay above $10. We might see that fall in the beginning of the day. We got about 20 minutes. See, that's what I was saying. Around 9-10, usually people, fall off and, go to anybody else that is streaming. Yeah, Ride isn't doing anything today. It's decreasing. It's still decreasing. It gets down to $9.60. It's still decreasing. I'm holding on to that position for, probably a good month or two. I was looking for that to be once it gets to its lowest point to see that increase from a month. So yeah, I'm looking at that as well. NBIS is over $14. That's good. It got to $14.43. Hopefully we don't see that decrease, which I know we're going to see right from the start. Everything's going to go red, and then it's going to recover. So I'm pretty hungry, but I'm not going to eat. What are the tax paper handlers to give holders safe moon? Yeah, safe moon ticker symbol. Okay, just making sure. Thanks. Good morning. Hopefully we have another green day. Yes, good morning. I hope we do as well. You never really know. The pre-market tells you a lot, but it doesn't tell you enough about where it's going to go, because there's a lot of times where it's green, it completely reverses, falls down, does not do anything good, and it just all depends what, for a lot of positions, what the hedgies want to push, 100 plus. AMC crushing it in the pre-market to $10.12 already. Now it's obviously down. By the time I read that, it was down quite a bit. You mean a lot to us, Matt. Thank you for saying that. You guys mean a lot to me. I love being here on my commutes. So much greatness. Yeah. I appreciate you too, Matt. Great work. Safe Moon got to 0.000015 ish. If I got rid of one more zero, I was a millionaire. I was so close. It'll probably get there. Jean Paul, love to see. Let's keep it up. Yeah, I'm like, that's what's crazy is like the little movement you could have with something like a crypto, and you could be a millionaire based off the fact that it is even less than a penny. You know what I mean? So I'm just waiting for it to do whatever it's going to do and just go from there. Profit takers will always make more in the long run, and if they compound, we'll just tactic against volatility. Speaking of credit cards, I just got approved for the Apple Card. That's good. I mean, they have a lot of, not normal spending categories, but more like aggressive spending categories, basically saying like Apple, you spend at Apple and buy their products and you get, a certain percentage off. You buy at Walgreens, you get a percentage off, like Nike as well, I believe. So yeah, they have a lot of categories to where it's not like normal spending. For me, I like a lot of categories to where if I have a bill, I will, sorry, I got distracted by that. If I have a bill, I will look to pay that with a credit card as long as I get a percentage back so I can save on that bill, whether it's 2 or 5%. So that's what I'm always looking for, is the normal spending categories. But that's good though. I know a lot of people that like the Apple Card, especially the fact that it's titanium, I think, and you drop it, it sounds amazing, very loud. So what's a good card to get for rebuilding credit today? If you have a lower credit score, I would probably say you go with something like first you're going to need a secured credit card if it's too low. Because if you can't get approved for any other credit card, then you probably want to go with something secured, which will be, you can go to a credit union or you can go to Discover and get a secured credit card. But if you're looking to just rebuild credit and you have an okay credit score, I would say the Capital One Quicksilver is not a bad card. You get cash back on everything. The only thing you want to be weary of is the fact that you do get cash back on everything, which creates more debt. So you want to only use it on the things that are bills or something like that. But there's a lot of rebuilding cards that you can get. It just depends on what your credit score is, what situation you're in. If you're in, school, you can get approved for a pretty decent credit card just because you're in school. You're the freaking man, bro. Thanks for all you do. Seriously, listen every morning, and I've learned a ton. Thank you for saying that, and I hope that I can continue to read some of the options things that you talk about, and learn as much there, because I'm not a person that ever cared about options, but it does sound interesting to me, and there's a lot of information, a lot of things that you can learn. So thank you for saying that. There's always something new that you can learn from somebody. So I'm not going to preach that I know everything, but I will teach what I do know. And if somebody can teach me what they know, I'm all for it. If I can Google something, if I don't know something and you ask me a question, I'll Google it, try and figure it out, get back to you on it. I'll be the first one to tell you that I don't know something when I don't. Just became a member today, but you've been in my daily YouTube stream for months. Been pressing likes though. Thank you for hitting that like button. That's what I like to hear. Everybody hits that like button. I just did something on my last video that I thought was funny, and I don't know if it even got any traction at all. Let me check. I think it was one of my last videos. It might have been the AMC one. Oh yeah. I basically took all my channels and I commented on one comment and had a conversation with all of those channels. I thought it was pretty funny. MVIS baby is off. Yeah, it's making a huge move today. I really like what it's doing. And I said it yesterday. Somebody asked me yesterday, we're like, should I buy into MVIS? And I was telling them that it wasn't going to drop below $10, and it didn't. And it could have obviously dropped below other support levels. You've seen other positions that drop below those support levels, and I'm not going to say that I'm absolutely right, all the time. But in this case, I was, because I seen obviously down to this $10 mark. It looks like it really pulls away from there, and that's what you were seeing here. So it really jumped. I didn't expect this much of a jump, 20%. I expected 5%, 10%, something like that. But 20% and then 13%, that's pretty big. All right, thank you, Gary, for becoming a member. I think I missed some things. It always automatically pulls you down to the bottom. But how do you get volume if everyone holds? So this is where it's a little tricky. Yes, you are not going to physically have the volume if everybody is holding. However, everybody's not holding. And also for the shorts that are actually out there, they need to cover. So when they cover, they end up covering those positions. It's creating that buy volume, right? But that's only if there's shares out there for them to actually buy back. So that's where it ends up being a little tough. That's why I'm like, okay, if we're all holding and they have no availability to buy it back, they're going to have to continue to short it, just so that the price ends up going down, or else everything bursts. And I don't know, obviously if it bursts, it has to skyrocket. But if there's no more shares to buy, then basically they'll be buying fictional shares when they end up getting margin calls. So you're right, it's a very tough situation when we're all holding, but a large majority of us are holding, but there's still shares out there available. And as we go down the line, as we go down the years, they're probably going to add more shares as well, so that they can buy things back, we can buy more. But you're absolutely right. Let's see, where was that? Congrats on 100K. Thank you. When people buy more, volume grows. Yes. However, if we don't have enough to buy, we can't continue to buy it. But we're never going to own exactly 100%. I understand utilization is 100%, but that means a lot more than that. I believe that shares on loan. Yeah. When people, oh no, I just read that. Isn't that the point of SafeMoon? Don't get coins per other transactions. I don't know what your question is there. Isn't that the point of SafeMoon? don't get coins per other transactions. I don't know what that question is. Sorry. They tax sellers 10%, half of when they redistribute to holders. I know you get more volume if people buy, but what if one is buying because everyone is holding? What if no one is buying because everyone is holding? That's where you see the volume end up decreasing quite a bit. However, it should increase once they cover, because when we bought and they short sell and they keep us at a flat point or decrease the price, right? We're still holding, that buying power is still there. So whenever they end up covering that position, covering that short position, then it'll increase that price quite a bit. So a lot, because we're holding basically that initial buy and that short is taken away, or those number of shorts are taken away. So it increases the price probably 2 times what it would in the first place. But like I said, it's very tough to do that if they can't cover their shorts. Where can I buy SafeMoon at? I have a whole video on it if you want to check it out. You can buy it on Trust Wallet, but you have to go through all of the steps. So go check my video out. It's probably one of my last like 5 videos or so. But yeah, I talked about how to buy SafeMoon if you're interested in it. But there is a couple of steps that you're going to have to go through. You're going to need 3 systems: Crypto.com, Trust Wallet, and KuCoin. You're going to need to get all those. But make sure if you get KuCoin that you don't verify your phone, because if you verify your phone, it creates a change in your profile, which will lock you out for 24 hours. That means that you're going to have to wait to buy into SafeMoon, and you never know what it could do in 24 hours. We have 6 minutes until the market opens. We'll see exactly what's going to happen. Hopefully I can get all the way down to the bottom of these comments. When you make a trade move, SafeMoon, they can take 10% of your coins and burn 5%. Come on, man. It goes all the way down to the bottom. Other 5% spread through community. Interesting. I'll have to look more into that. Also, when the price drops, more people sell simultaneously, the coins are worth less. It's risky. Well, yeah, the coins are gonna. It's just like a stock. The more people sell, the coins are worth less. SafeMoon, crypto exchange. The exchange. What exchange are you guys finding SafeMoon on? I find it on Safe Wallet, but I don't think that's have a major exchange there. Eventually, maybe it'll be added to one, but we don't know. Steve, the whole premise is not to sell to price drop. Won't make the holder sell, especially when the amount of equity grows. I'm gonna trade off Pancake Swap now for. Man, I haven't seen this much green in a while. Yeah, I'm right there with you. There's a lot of green right now. Thanks, guys. I'll wait another week, maybe see if it arrives on Bitrix. My nose is getting stuffy. I don't know why. Surprised they do not have SafeMoon. Okay. Hope they can keep this through Friday. It's new. Yeah, I hope that today and Friday goes well with the stock market, but you still don't know how it's going to move today. I have everything over in Fidelity. I need to find a way to transfer that over. I thought I did the first place, but it didn't. It moved everything from Webull over to Fidelity, which is stupid. It's new, just launched in March. 30 years old, you're just a spring chicken. No, I'm getting old, man. Thank you for the super chat, Steven. Thank you for the super chat, BPETEYP. G and GIK merger? Just green lighted? Interesting. How many minutes do we have? We have 4 minutes until the market opens. We have 551 people in here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Continue to do so. Thank you for the 6 members that became a member today. Is this the movement? It always looks similar. You see a lot of movement today. 16% yesterday, 2% today. Let's see how this continues to grow. Just know that this did have strength and did fall down quite significantly over the last couple of days. But that's good if you're going to see that news. A SPAC deal between GI Capital and Lightning E Motors gets green light. That's good. That's good news. 48 minutes ago. That's really good news. As always, that is for the stream. That's for the stream. Time to get teaching. And a friend of mine brought up Safe Moon yesterday, so hearing from you as well, I will probably invest. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's low risk, you know, high reward. I understand that you can risk, let's say, $100 or $10, right? That can get you a pretty decent amount of coins, and if it does end up moving quite a bit, then you'll have that many coins, right? You'll gain a lot of money from it. You'll turn $10 into thousands of dollars, or if it's a long-term solution, or you see it go to $1 very quick, millions of dollars. A 5-minute warning. Yeah, we got 2 minutes now. How long can coin go, or how low can coin go? I think coin probably will, the lowest point is probably going to be $300. I don't know if it's going to surpass that. It does look like it is, you know, falling on the way down, but I think $300 is a very strong point because that's $50 above where, you know, the initial investment point should have been, or the IPO point was of 250. So it had a lot of buying strength and a lot of people that are continuing to hold, but then you have people that are selling because they feel like it's continuing to go down. So I like it at $300. If a person sells 100 shares, 80 go back to the pot. 10% is a penalty. 5 get burned, and 5 get divided up amongst the shareholders. So you're saying if people sell, that's why I would see my price go up if people, or my amount of shares go up. If people sell, then I get more coins. I'll have to look into that more. Interesting. Very interesting. But like I said, I'm not really keeping an eye on it. All right, so it's 9:30 now. It is 9:30. The market should be open. We're seeing coin drop. We're seeing AMC take a dip. There's probably going to be a number of positions that take a dip right from the start. Look at this, down to $9.88 of a low. You're seeing SOS hopefully make them move on the way up, but it looks like they're falling a little bit. MVIS probably going to do the same. Oh wow, that fell a bit. Where did it open up at? 411? Yeah, that fell a bit. Interesting. Let's see. What's pretty good? Zomedica. Look at that. You're seeing a lot of movement there. Look at that. Let's continue to see this move up. We need to see that increase a lot. A lot. Yeah, we're seeing SOS make a move up as well. That's good. That's really good. That is really good. Seeing a lot of positions that are up. I want to see things get back up to where they should be. Look at AMC up to $10.10. That's what we need. We need to see that grow to $11. That's what we need. $12, $13, $15. Fubo TV is hovering around 20. MVIS is still around that, you know, $14 mark. Let's see. ZOM is making a pretty decent move up 91, up to 91 cents. RMO's making a move. Ride is the only thing that's really down. what is going on with Ride. It's getting way past its low point, even going past points where it was previously. So if I go into like year to date and I look at that, previously it was up at the $10 mark. Why is it down to $8 and $9? It makes no sense. Before this increase, it was up there. It was down to that point. So I'm definitely seeing a lot of potential with that. Let's go back to what today is doing. You can see that Ride is decreasing. Let's see, AMC has that increase, but starting to come back a little bit to the 15 moving average, understandable. Let's see, SOS making a pretty decent move up. A pretty decent move up here. It's looking really good. Looking really tasty here. So that could be something that, could be worth quite a bit. Let's refresh. So AMC today, looks like today's gain, I think separate because a lot of them were moved. So I have positions that were moved into Fidelity, so I have to figure out what I'm doing there. I still do know the price points, which is a good thing. The only thing is I don't have Active Trader Pro here. I'm gonna have to bring up Active Trader Pro later. We are seeing SOS come back. We're seeing AMC make that move up, $10.13. Thank you, Dennis, for becoming a member. That means a lot. AMC is moving. Yep. Yes, 5% of the 10% transaction fee gets distributed to other holders. I think I have that right. That's very interesting. I like that because I'll continue to hold. I guess doesn't that create strength in the position? If they sell, I understand that it still obviously is like 90% will go elsewhere, or technically 80% will go elsewhere. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of green today. Let's continue to see that green. I hope that it stays this way. I know people are thinking, hey, this might end up being green, but then all of a sudden come back and pass the 15 moving average, past the 200 EMA, and I hope that that's not the case. I'm seeing something negative with Fubo TV. We need to see that positivity, man. All positivity. Hello, Dennis. Thank you for joining. I appreciate that. How are you doing today? What do your investments look like? Tell you what, I'm going to find a way to make that move back. Anyone excited for ZOM today? Yeah, I'm extremely excited for what ZOM is doing. I want to see them really, really increase. Pull away a lot, back up to 150 or 160 or whatever. Looking for that large increase. I'm really excited for where it is. Wow, look at that drop. Look at that. Come on now. Let's see, Fubo TV is now starting to increase a little bit, over 20. GME is turned red. AMC still at the $10.12, $10.15 mark. Anybody here proficient in Pancake Swap? I've done it twice. Down a lot on ZOM. Not worried though. Yeah, I'm down a lot on ZOM as well. I see the huge potential that it does have. And it shows. Like I'm all ready for it to increase a crazy amount. Because I have 3,000 shares. If I can gain about $3,000 from it, that would be good. Or if it can go up a couple of dollars, then I'll be really happy with that. Look at AMC taking a dive. Why would it take this much of a dive? This isn't people selling. This is not people selling. It's getting too high for the hedge funds. They're deciding that they want to, short this thing. MVIS is now falling as well. SOS, let's see if we can continue to see that increase here. I want to see that grow a large amount. Just bought 4K. Nokia calls for January. $7. That's tough. I'm not really a fan. I haven't actually checked into what Nokia is doing, but yeah, I wasn't really a fan of Nokia from the beginning just because the volume was so low. But I don't know what the volume is now. Maybe you see something different, and maybe it's I don't really know what the price is. So let's actually check what Nokia's doing. I wanted to go into it without. So you really think the history is going to be up to $7? Let's look at that. And why would you do that? I mean, that's a pretty big price. You think it's going to get to $7 by January? I don't know. I feel like Nokia is a good long-term play. Actually, it's a good swing trade. I'm not sure about the long term. It just hasn't shown a lot of strength since this increase and pre-increase level or pre-spike level. You've seen this at $4, so it really didn't have a ton of strength there. Let's look at. So it has been up to that point multiple times. Obviously fell off quite a bit. So we'll see how that plays out. We're back to $10 or so for AMC. We need to see that strength. No stair stepping on the way down. We need to see the strength. Yeah, it looks like SOS is starting to take a little bit of a dive as well. Here we go. Ride is down 3%. That's just not moving. This position just doesn't make sense. Let's look at. Well, it is 29% short yesterday. Let's see what the short interest will be today. 600 short shares available. The short borrow fee rate is 22% for Ride. So that looked like a great swing trade. It still does look like a great swing trade. But that is really, falling. Starting to see things turn red. You got costs that turn red. Got AMC that's starting to fall down. It's looking like it might begin a stair step, which would suck. SOS is starting to level out. It fell quite a bit and then started to level. Mavis is still moving crazy. You still have 14. It's moving a lot. Look at MVIS. That's moving a ton. Look at this movement. ZOM. That's falling down. I was excited for what was going on in the morning, but it fell down quite a bit. Very interesting. Down to 90 cents. Jeez. I have 10 shares in Nokia. Okay, that's not that bad. MVIS is running. Yeah, there's a lot of things that are not moving, though. Now they're moving the wrong direction. But MVIS is continuing to run. Continuing to run. A lot of volume that's going through it. 7 million already. 7 million shares. A lot of buying volume. 17%. A lot of things are turning red here. You got Ride that's red, Ears is red, Eyes is starting to fall back down. MVIS is the only thing that's really running, and it's starting to come back as of now. Fubo TV is up 0.2%. I just hope that stays, above 20. I want to see the increase, not the decrease. There's a lot of things that are decreasing. I'm still up on the day, up $600 on the day out of all of the investments that I have on my short-term, trading accounts. But yeah, it's just not making the right moves. SOS, not making the right moves. AMC needs to push up to $11, $10.50 at least Why would I care about that? RMO is positive. Again, RIDE is down 4%, 4.5%. Pretty huge. Coin is down. That's getting to a low of 34 or $304. Might end up pushing back down to that point or pulling back down to that point. I have 2,412 shares of ZOM at a cost basis of $1.80. Still not worried it will come back. Yeah, I'm there with you. I'm holding at 150. I actually wanted to increase the amount of shares that I hold. So if it goes down a little bit more, I'll increase those shares. Why not, right? Double the amount. How about that? I would like to see some sort of an increase and then sell see the potential of an increase, buy into it at the low and sell at these increases that we would see. But it's looking like we might have some more stair stepping on the way down. I just hope we see something positive towards the middle of the day. Remember, I only stream until 10 o'clock. So, we got about 15 minutes. Hopefully we see some positivity in those next 15 minutes. MVIS is still up 15%, but it's starting to come back a little bit. Let's see what the crypto is doing. Dogecoin is back down to basically 28 cents. Did go up to a high of 30 cents. That's pretty big. And now it's falling back down. So are we going to see it go back down to 26 cents or 25 cents? That would be pretty good if someone did end up selling at 30 cents and get back in at 26 cents. That's 5 cent difference out of however many shares you have. That's pretty good. And yeah, I just got smacked getting to $15. Yeah, right there with you. We have 461 people in here, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. I haven't played an ad in a while, so I'll play one. I'm at $1.65. I'm in ZOM at $1.65. This is going to be a long wait for me. That feels bad. Yeah, I think it might be a long wait for a lot of people. I'm in at $1.50. The recent cost base is $1.31, but it's basically $1.49 of a wash sale cost basis. So yeah, I think it's going to be pretty difficult or a long wait, I guess, but it's going to be worth it. I think we're going to see something really big with Zomedica. So tired. We had 7 members today. Thank you everybody that became a member. Like I said, I continue to do these streams, and we can always communicate in these live chats here. But yeah, I think it's really good. Let me see what's going on with all the different positions. Yeah, I really don't know how people stream all day. It looks like Fubo TV is starting to make a move. Starting to move back up to $20.30. We're seeing a good move there. I want to see costs go the right direction because they just should be. MVIS is making a pretty decent move, so that should be positive in my long-term or Carl's calls portfolio. ZOM is up 10%. It's pushing up to 91 cents. It's pretty good. I'll take that. Ride still pissing me off. NIO, that's up 0.3%. I'm very new to options. I feel it was probably a bad idea. Can I sell them if the price goes up before January? From what I do know, yes, you can do that. But I'm not the best person to talk about options, but I'm pretty sure you can. If it does go up before January, yes, you could do it at any time. I bought in ZOM at $1.17. Not terrible, but It's been down since I bought in. Yeah, it's been down since I bought back in because I if you didn't know about the situation that I had, if anybody didn't know about the situation that I had, so I bought into ZOM earlier, looking for that increase and ended up selling somewhere around the $2.50 mark, knowing that it was coming back down. That once I figured out that they released Trueforma early, that the news was out, we needed to get out of the position. So I got out of that position, decided to get back in at $1.70 to where it did show strength. Then I lowered my cost basis more at $1.60 and $1.50. So, or sorry, $1.60 and then $1.30 something. So it brought me down to a cost basis of $1.50. And I've been really holding ever since with 3,000 shares. So probably should have waited. I thought that it wouldn't get any lower than like $1.40 or $1.33, but ended up going pretty low. So it sucked. Wall Street Bets is pushing MVIS. Well, that's good, but then is it also bad because it might have a massive decrease? Can I get your thoughts on Gopro? Yeah, sure. Are you looking for a longer term Gopro? Right now you see it decreasing. If I'm looking for a, let me see. As of the last month or so, you have seen some pretty decent movement to where you can get a decent swing trade out of it if that's what you were looking for. The growth on it though, it's very iffy. You would have to buy at some of these dips. Where it is now, it does seem like it is more of a low point and could actually sell at one of these high points if you were looking for a pretty decent swing trade out of it. But I wouldn't say, the only things that I look at long-term investments are, ETFs, anything that has a dividend that's going to pay out. So yeah, that's what you're saying. AMC is running. Oh, AMC's up to $10.40. Jesus. See, I miss it for a couple of seconds. Where am I at? MVIS or AMC is running, getting up to 1050. Let's see if we can pass that 1050 mark before I end this stream. That would be amazing. How about Doge BSC? There we go, $10.50. Just hit it. That's good. That's good to hear. Now it's pushing above that. That's good to hear and see. BSC. I don't know what that is. I can't look that up on Webull. I would have to look it up outside. Yeah, Kevin, it definitely has a short-term movement there. If you were looking for more of a long-term investment, I always go with long-term investments of, something that pays me something, If it pays me something to hold the position, that's where I'm looking for that long-term investment. But anything that I'm looking for a gain with just the position, it's always short-term. Looks like SOS is starting to move. Fubo TV is falling back down. Rockets making somewhat of a move. But AMC looking pretty strong. Up 7% right now. We hope we don't see too much of a fall. Up 7% is pretty good. No, let's stay up there. Let's stay up there. Nobody's selling. Nobody's selling. Don't short the position. Nobody is selling. We're at 11 million volume. That's pretty good for the first 30 minutes. I'm all for it. Yesterday's volume, I think, was, let me see. I think it was 20 something. Pretty sure. Yeah, 23 million. So right now we're half that mark and we're only in the first 30 minutes. So that's pretty good. MVIS is starting to fall. Starting to really fall. From $14.93 down to $13.70-ish cents. That sucks. ZOM is starting to fall as well. Looking for wherever that low is so I can see any type of increase. Should I buy 4,000 more shares or not? I should have bought 4,000 more shares when it was at 76. But I had a feeling, I thought it was going to increase a little bit more. It's so tough when things are falling this much to, find some positivity, because you find this positivity, you're like, all right, it's up, it's moving up, and it never ends up, holding at that point and falls down significantly. So it's continuing to fall. Got to a low of 88 cents here. I guess 88 cents in general. You're seeing that low, it's pushing down, pulling down. What are some good dividend stocks? Well, I'm invested in SPHD, really good grower. SPHD, really good grower, paid me out pretty good dividends. This usually moves in a better fashion. It's actually decreasing quite a bit. Not a great representation of what it actually is. But if we look at year to date, you can see that it is a really good grower from this $25 mark to where it's moving. I'm somewhere in this $30 mark and continue to grow as well. It did fall down from 44 down to 25, and that was in March. Obviously, a lot of things fell down at that point, but you're starting to see it get back on track. And now let's look at 5 years. You can see that it's starting to get back on track. This was a really good grower. ETF moves just like this. I love it. Pays you out a dividend. It's safe. It's a monthly paying dividend position as well. You always want to go with some monthly paying dividends. There's another ticker symbol O, Realty Income. It's a monthly paying dividend. You can go with LTC Properties. That's a monthly paying dividend. So yeah, I think those are great positions. And then you can even go into something like I believe Microsoft. What is Microsoft? Oh, that is, yes, it is. They're going to pay you a dividend as well, so you can hold on to that position for a long period of time. With the growth that it has had, moving like an ETF with some of these dips is pretty big. But from $14 back in 2009, all the way up to this $261 mark. So. But yeah, you can find a lot of dividend positions that are out there. Some strong ones, maybe like Microsoft or like an ETF. I always like to go with something that's consistent with the growth, because if you're going to get paid a dividend, you also want to get money on the growth of the position as well. So that's what I look at. But yeah, that's a good position. But I have 3 daughters in the Lord's way of paying me back from being a male. Chauvinist pig. Okay. I have 2 daughters. I love my daughters so much. I noticed that it just skips generations. Like my dad had all boys, or my mom had all boys, but my dad had all boys, and now we're having all girls. My brother has basically all girls. He does have a boy, but he has a lot of girls. Took him a while to get to a boy, and then I have all girls. So if we have another child, it's probably going to be a girl, which is fine. I mean, I'm all for it. I love them so much. Let's see. AMC. Up to $10.36. We have 4 minutes until this stream ends. Off to work. Thanks again. Hope everything stays green for everyone. Yeah, I hope it does as well. Hopefully you have a good day at work. I think my day will be good. But yeah. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the input. No problem. Quick question: is Doge at a good price to buy in? I think it's pretty good. It shows the potential to get up to 40, where it was. If it gets down to 26, 25, yes, it's a great price to buy in. But at this price is not bad either, because it shows that impact to 30 cents. If you wanted to swing trade it and get it up to 40 cents, you could do that, because it shows that potential there. But right now, yeah, I would think it's an okay price to buy. It might go lower, but it's an okay price to buy. I'm in at my total cost basis is 12 cents. I'm probably going to sell at 40 if it does get up there, and then end up buying back in lower when it does go lower. If it passes 50 cents, if it looks like it's going to continue to increase, then I'll hold on to it for a little bit. But we'll see. I enjoy watching your channel. Keep it up. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I enjoy making the content, so I'm here for you guys. All right, so we have 3 minutes. Let's see what's going on in the markets, and then I'll do my sign off and all that. So $10.40 for AMC. That's a pretty good gain right now. Let's see if we can continue on that route. It's looking like it's recovering pretty fine. Instead of just decreasing all the way, it's recovering, stair-stepping on the way up, not on the way down. You're seeing SOS. It's making a pretty decent comeback as well. I love seeing that. Fubo TV, I need that to move up, to $25, $23, something like that. Make some decent moves there. MVIS is down to 10% of an increase, which is still high. It's hitting to this low of $13.52. Is it going to recover? It looks like it might. It's on the way up. If you do see this hammer candlestick, and then also large body candlestick, so we just need to see some more activity there. GLSI is making a move as well. We see ZOM that's up 6%, down lower than where it opened at 86 cents. So this might be a point to where you can actually make a move into there, but down 6% or up 6% is not bad. RIDE is still down 4.5%. That sucks. OCGN is up 12%. That took a huge increase here from you thought it was going to be a little flat, and then just skyrocketed out of nowhere. A lot of people are getting into it, maybe on some news, but you're seeing this pushed from $6 up to $7. That's pretty good. I'll take that any day. Tesla's starting to fall down. Roblox is up 1%. But yeah, that's pretty much it right there. Everything looks really good. There's a lot of things that are up, but then there's some things that are down. Is still holding 350 shares of AMC, $8.86 to the moon. Thoughts on Safe Moon scam? No, I don't think it's a scam. The owner is holding like 80% of the entire shares and is selling things off. Seriously? I haven't seen that. The owner is holding 80% of everything. Yeah, I haven't seen that. If I would see that, then obviously it's something to worry about. You shouldn't have one person own 80% of the entire thing. So that's something that you might need to worry about a little bit. But if it does take off, make sure you take your profits as you go. So yeah, I'll have to look more into that. I don't think it's a scam. I think it's more of that meme and hype position, hype coin. So we'll see that. Awesome, thanks, no problem. But I think that's it, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button on the way out. Also hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. If you guys want to join as a member, please hit that join button. I stream every morning. Also, if you want to join the Discord group, the link is in the description. I have 2 other channels that I create content on. One, the Perry Experience, where I upload like reaction content, podcasts, vlogs, all types of stuff, kind of like an all-in-one type of thing. And then also my MP Shorts channel, where it's basically stock content, a lot of stuff in a short form, in a 60-second video. So I try and make them really short and give you a little bit of an analysis there. But let me know what you guys think about everything. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.